What up, regime? What up, mixers? Before we start, can you guys please do me a favor and click subscribe? I really appreciate it. You guys left me a comment list of like a bunch of songs, and then there was a bunch of likes on this one particular list, and it's Little Mix performing Salute live at the V Festival. I have like 4 of the videos coming from this festival, so after this one, be on the lookout for the other ones coming up really soon. They always got crazy choreography that's like spot on. I say that a lot in every single video, but I can appreciate performers as more than just the musicians that they are, because they're great singers, but they're really great performers. Another thing I want to point out too is that like they never lose their poker face, you know what I mean? They never get caught out of the moment. Alright, I'm gonna need to take myself out of the zone really quick because I'm gonna be too distracted, you know, by the dance and everything like that. Here we go. Alright. Sometimes I like to pay attention more to their performance and the dance and everything like that. That's impressive too. I know they probably have earpieces that have a metronome in there telling them when like to go on cue, but they're already in sync and there's nothing outside here for them to go off of to be able to know that they're on time with everybody else performing, you know? I've never heard this song. Like I said, I'm a fan of Little Mix, but I'm not like listening to them every day. I already like this song right now. This is almost harder to sing than a normal melody. The more words you have to, it's hard singing like a note all the way through, right? That's a different type of attribute that you have to use to be able to do that. But when you have to say so many words over and over and over, it's a different type of breath control. So they're dancing like crazy and they're spitting out a bunch of words. And there's still notes to every single word that they're putting out. That's one thing that needs to be pointed out too. It's one thing to, again, when you're singing, you're writing the melody. Sorry, I'm like in love with Leanne. Alright, so it's one thing to have, when you're singing, hold that note all the way through and have it glide through every single word, right? Or the notes changing through every single word. But when you have a bunch of words like that, there needs to be a note in every single word. So you're hitting, even if it's only like 2 different notes, it's 2 different notes multiple times as you're hitting each word. You kind of see what I'm saying? So you could sing a line that has 3 or 4 words, but it's like a glide all the way through and you don't have to change as much. Whereas like when you have like something like this that has a bunch of lyrics, stuff like that, you're hitting the same note this many times and then that many times, and it's like, it's much more complicated than it seems, because people would probably hear the song and they're like, oh, this doesn't take any talent as far as singing goes, but it does, especially while you're dancing. It's a great harmony. I like, so the reason that sounds so almost like it sounds like almost like African, like it sounds like it's like Egypt a little bit, the way that harmony sounds, because it's a minor note. I mean, not a minor chord and a major chord put together that are very close, and that's how you get that sound. Generally, there's more ways to do it, but that's usually how you get that sound mixed together, where it sounds kind of like, not dark, but almost like epic sounding, you know? Not that that's exclusive to Little Mix, I'm just pointing out a lot of random things in music now. This is already like an exhausting performance. Just one alone, to be able to do multiple songs like this is pretty intense. Alright, let me go stop this. That was like pretty awesome. A lot of good theatrics for the amount that was on stage. They didn't really have a lot to work with as far as the setting, but then the energy they put out, like, they made up for it entirely. I completely forgot that they were just on a blank stage, basically. This is amazing. I'm not just saying that. This is like the stuff I'm really, really impressed with, because this is the other side of being a great, great musician. Like, it's cool to be like a singer-songwriter. It's cool to be able to go on stage and just allure people with your voice, but that doesn't happen every single time. You have to do more in-depth training and like really learn different talents to become a true musician, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I think I should just say artist, right? Putting the effort into dancing, putting the effort into like acting with your facial expressions, or even just being vulnerable so you can just be real in the moment. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. I think that is part of the different dynamics when it comes to becoming a better musician or artist, whatever direction you want to go. This is the reason I'm pointing that out, is because a lot of pop artists get like knocked by other people. They're like, oh, they're sellouts, or they have no talent, blah blah blah, all this stuff, right? But they do. You just got to look in depth of how broad of a musician do you want to be. Do you want to be like one of those people that can only play an instrument, even no matter how great you are you only going to be someone who plays an instrument? Are you only going to be a person who writes songs? And writing songs is amazing. There's, you know, I mean, not downplaying that, but I'm saying that how many different avenues do you want to open up to really evolve? And that's the kind of stuff that I look at. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to be a great musician. I'm not going to say that, but I'm saying to allow yourself to evolve and turn into something more than just like a single avenue artist. That's something that is looked past too often, and that they're doing this. So if you're out there and you don't think Little Mix as a group are very talented, I think that, how can I say this nicely? You don't know shit. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, share, send me more recommendations. I have more videos coming. I'll see you next time. My long distance relationship worked out, but we broke up. So let me give you the story first, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I think about long distance relationships, because a lot of you have been asking about this. I started dating this girl, and she was a few years younger than me, so there was a little bit of an age gap as well, right? But we met over the summer, and we started talking, and then we started dating, and then, you know, eventually we were in a relationship exclusively with each other.